not, in fact, an avant-garde theatre group. I'm up here doing a show. Well, it's less of a show and more a sort of motivational talk. And it's full of tips and strategies for people to help them live their lives. And for example, men in the audience, if you want to talk intelligently to your wife or your girlfriend, or maybe you've got a sister, I don't know. If you want to talk intelligently to her about her clothes, any question she throws at you, you can bat it away. Now, can you see what I'm doing here? This is an important and rather difficult point for the men in the audience, so I'm translating it into an idiom they might understand. You can bat it away with yes, but what about the accessories? Any question. For example, a woman says to you, this top and this skirt, do they go? And you quite patently don't know. So you say yes, but what about the accessories? Or you're out shopping with your wife and she says, shall I buy this? And you have to say something to show you're paying attention. So you say yes, but what about the accessories? Didn't that skirt make her look cheap? Yes, but what about the accessories? Does this make me look fat? I'm afraid, gentlemen, some balls are unplayable. Now, I do understand these things because I'm a very sensitive man. I mean, I talk to women, I listen to women. That's because I'm quite fat and I'd never get laid otherwise. Well, no, it's true, because I'm actually really bad at pulling. And I'll give an example. A couple of months ago, I was at a party, and there was a girl talking to a friend of mine, so I thought, okay, I'll sidle over and I'll join in the conversation. Now, they were talking about DVDs. I didn't know this. So when I walked over and I heard this girl saying, I like to go to my local pub and pick up pirates, I thought, okay, you know, because different people have different tastes, don't they? My sister likes large black men. This woman obviously has a penchant for people with one leg and a lust for treasure. And so did Paul McCartney. And so, for the rest of the evening, you know, I was very subtly slipping in the pirate jargon, you know, ha ha, I'd like to get my hands on your booty. Nothing. No reaction, and it's probably just as well, because, you know, if at the end of the evening we'd swapped email addresses, or she'd given me her phone number instead of running away, as she did. You know, so you know when you write an email to a girl? You know when you write an email to a girl for the first time? You write the email, how many kisses do you put at the bottom? First email, how many? How many? One. You know, to me, one says just good friends. One is a bit standoffish. But I can see where you're coming from, because two is obviously coming on way too strong for a first email. If you put two on, you'll look like a stalker. It's a very complicated mathematical formula that we men... And it gets more complicated, because if you do send two and she comes back with two, next email, you have to go up to three. You know, stay ahead of the game. Then she comes back with three. You have to go up to four to show you're still interested. You have this constant kiss inflation. Every time an email goes back and forth, the value of a kiss in real terms is diminished. So you increase the number of kisses. You increase the kiss supply. Quantitative easing, it's called. You send 7. She comes back with 7. Maybe she's a whimsical sort of girl, because you can never tell in advance if they're going to be whimsical. And she'll send 21 kisses, arranged in the shape of one big kiss. And by this stage, the kiss inflation is spiraling out of control. There's no tendency towards equilibrium, which is hyperinflation, like that in Weimar Germany, immediately after the First World War, when prices were doubling every 14 hours. You had to carry a wheelbarrow full of Deutschmarks down to a local bakery to buy a loaf of bread. But there was something the Germans could do about it. In 1923, they devalued the Deutschmark. They introduced a new currency, the Rentenmark, based on loans made on hard currencies by the major clearinghouses. You can't do that with women. You can't say to a woman, right from now on, we're devaluing the kiss. One of these new kisses is worth 100 of the old kisses. That will be the sensible thing. But they won't stand for it, because they have absolutely no understanding of monetary discipline. And it is precisely this failure to engage with the principles of sound money and supply-side economics that in Weimar Germany led inexorably to the rise of the Nazis. I've actually given the matter a lot of thought. No, because there's a girl I've been trying to pull for a couple of years now, and it's going really well. You know, we're sending emails back and forth, and at the bottom of each email, she will put a number of kisses, and I count them, and I enter that information into a spreadsheet. Well, you titter, but I can produce a chart showing exactly how the relationship is going. If you look, you see the underlying trend. There's more spreadsheet analysis at 10 o'clock in Sissoko. I've been Andrew Watts. Good night.